Piggy girl, what you doing, girly girl? You want to get a treat? I see some froggies in there. You want a treat? Bonnie girl, I got some apples. Bonnie girl. You want an apple? Come on, I got some apples for you. Come on, you want a treat? Do you want a treat? A treat? Hi, Stubbs. Hi, Stubbs. You gotta go into your new pen. Hey! I'm trying to work it. Oh my God. Is this bug still out here? He's still playing around? Hey! Knock it off, girl. Stubbs. You're gonna stop being rude and nasty. Oh, man. Here. Bananas. That's something new for you, Bonnie girl. You never eat bananas. Yes, I give them nice treats, bananas and apples. We work with a lot of farmers out here that right now can't sell their products because of COVID-19. And it's called CSA food markets, which are calling me. You ain't worth my time, honey. Calling my phone. They see that you're doing something and they just pass by. You saw me out here. Obviously, when I'm down by my pig cage, I am recording. Calling me about some stupid shit. But I do feed them healthy stuff. Like I said, the CSA food markets are for community farmers. People like homesteaders like myself that are small. And we grow fruit for our community. And I like to give my animals the best they could get. Bonnie's about to have these babies. Tomorrow, Stubb is going into his own enclosement. And he's not going to like it, but it is what it is. I don't want him eating his siblings. Bonnie girl! Bonnie girl, where you going, mama? For some reason, it's hard for me to... Stop, boy. Bonnie not eating it. Eat that apple. That's a good boy, Stubbs. That's a good boy. Bonnie's on her last stages right now. They got water. I gave them banana peels. My pigs are very particular on what they eat. Bonnie loves apples, though. Oh, my goodness. Right, Bonnie girl? You love apples? You're going to get ready to have those babies soon? Stubbs is going to go in his own cage tomorrow. He's going to go back up in there. You taught him how to break out of stuff around here. You show a pig one trick one time, and that's it. Do you like those apples? What about bananas? You don't like them? I see the bad horsefly is still out. She is getting ready to pop her children. It should be like either the end of July 4th or the following week. I have to put more hay into the container over here because she literally ate the hay all up. But I do see evidence of her trying to build nests and stuff. And her milking abilities are starting to come down and filling up. And her back rump side is starting to get really filled up. Very loose. It's not tight anymore. And her lady parts are very, very swollen. So that's why tomorrow, when I come out in the morning, instead of feeding them here, I'm going to lure them back into this small pen. Then I have to get out of here because the critters will come out at night. I'm going to take this long piece of tin here, and I'm going to attach it to here, all the way across behind the pallet boards to the side, which is going to prevent him from trying to dig out. And then I'll double it up because I don't want him learning how to jump out. If he has any sense like Bonnie, Bonnie jumps out of things. Stop! But I like checking on my pigs like 7 times a day because, like I said, I'm very neurotic about them. You're going to go to sleep now, Step? You're going to go night-night? Yeah. Eat that apple. It's good for you. Yeah, it's good for you. Apples and bananas, strawberries, tomatoes, corn. They do love fresh corn. Only if it's fresh, I give it to them. Not like pasteurized hard corn, kernels, and stuff like that. No. If it comes right from my garden, it goes to them. Cucumbers. They like the lettuce. They like a lot of stuff. Squash. They eat some squash. Not a lot, but they did eat some squash. So. But I am seeing evidence that Bonnie is just basically on her last end stages of pregnancy. The guy told me that I need to start adding salt into her water so it prevents her from trying to eat her babies, since she is a first-time mom. So I am going to do that starting tomorrow. And Stubbs, Step. He's going to go into his new pen starting tomorrow. And hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have some babies out here. And hopefully I could get my camera set up right so we could catch some images of this shedad gonna go down. Be the first time ever having piglets, and it's a learning experience. And I have watched over 1 million videos on YouTube about large pigs having babies, and I'm already set up if I have to go in there and help her out. I'm praying I don't, but you just don't know, because Clyde was a really big boar's head pig. And I'm happy to see that. And the sun has finally gone over the mountaintop. The Saharan dust storm has left. The air quality is still very thick and very dry. And nighttime is here, and it's starting to... This is our time that we get out and about and do what we got to do, because we cannot work during the daytime. It is just too hot and dry out here. They literally will fall out. My husband's fallen out today twice. And it's really just not a good thing when you're going to fall out. I did my water collection for today. Collected all of my water that I needed to. It's crazy. Always have a good thing of dial laying around so you can wash your hands. And yes, we live a hard life, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Gravity's just not working today. There's no reason why you can't stay clean, even as a homeless person. There's a reason you can stay clean. You just have to make ways and figure it out how you're going to do that. There's no reason why you can't. And now the moon is out. Hey girl, stop that. The moon is out. The sun is down. Hands are washed. Pigs are fed. Doggy got water. Doggy's fed. Beautiful's about to go down to her. Girl! What are you doing to my car? Doggy's about to go down to her location. And hold on one second. We give her treats at nighttime and her dog food. Right? She gets good treats because she's a good guard dog at nighttime. Right? You do better than those other mutts in the house do. Those other ones, they don't do nothing. I gotta figure out what I could do about horseflies out here. Yep. Of course, the horseflies, they're just ridiculous. Really. Did him on? Did he? Did him on? Did he? That's something my dad used to say. I don't know where he got it from, but I know he just used to say it a lot when I was a kid. I think my dad would be really proud of me, of the accomplishments I made in life. I mean, for God's sakes, November of 2020 will be exactly, what is it? 2 years we've been out here on this property, for real. And we've done a lot in 2 years. We've done a heck of a job. 3 people, 8 legs, 8 hands. We've done an amazing job out here. And when credit is needed, credit is supposed to be due. But, of course, not with the type of people I'm dealing with. They don't give you credit. They're haters. And they don't like you doing better than them. And when you're doing better than them, they don't like it. You gotta remember, I was a mess up. I was a jit. I was a derelict when I was a kid. I was wilding out. Oh, I hung out with big and older boys in my neighborhood. I hung out with older girls in my area. I barely went to school. I ran the streets. No one amounted anything from me. Got married at a young age because I got pregnant at a young age. Got married. Faithfully was with my husband all the way until he died. I took my vows serious. I'm a widow. They're divorcees. One is a remarried divorcee and the other one's just a divorcee. The Bible says you should stick with your man or your wife until you die, regardless if they cheat on you, be a woman abuser to you, or whatever the case might be. The laws of this land says you should leave and divorce. You're not happy with the people. That's why you were supposed to marry one person in life. But I don't say nothing. I don't knock on nobody. I could care less. I'm a widower. I never remarried. My husband, I call my husband. We're just life partners. My last name is still my married last name. We're more like common law marriage because we've been dating for over 8 years. And we have a lot of property together. But in reality, my husband is just a life partner for me. Because I'm not planning on remarrying. But I believe we've done a damn great job being out here in 1 year. Between the electricity, the shed, the bamboo, the grass, the logs, the garden. Everything we worked so hard on, we've done it in 1 year. And even the neighbors, they're like, wow, you guys must be doing this work at night. Yeah, who's doing it in the daytime? That's common sense. I'm not going to fall out trying to cut 4.5 acres down in the beat sun on top of me with no shade. So ridiculous, yes, but we do work at nighttime, and that's the only time we can work is at night. But other than that, I want to come in the shed and just check on, oh yeah, he said he flattened out the hump. There was a hump there. These humps, they're like sand dirt thingies. You can see them. They're very high and large. We got one there. We got one over there. One over there. And then this pile right here. But there was one right here, and he took it apart and took all the trees, branches, and whatever was trying to regrow back. He's done an excellent job out here. We still have our trench open for the cable company, Pineland, but they never came through. They don't have the, oh good gosh, it fell off. Probably by slamming the door. Lucky I came in here and checked on it. Oh no. Look at this. My husband's so careless. Like seriously. This needs to harvest. It didn't need to be mush. I don't think I'm going to get any seeds out of this because it fell off. It fell off during the drying period. Hold on, American peoples. Just hold on. Let me see how I could do this. Just hold on 1 second, because I don't know. It all depends if this is going to fall off. If this falls off, this protects, this area here protects the actual seeds. So it's like a protector layer, but you could also, just in the same way I was teaching you how to remove the seeds. If this part is willing to come off, and the leaves, they should be willing to come off. You don't want to really pull on it like that, but you still just work around, and like I say, you keep something underneath it to keep it contained. But that really just irritated me a little bit there, because I tell people all the time, this is why I want 2 sheds. One shed for him and his stuff and his junk and whatever when you come in and out of here. But when you slam the shed door, you have to be careful, because I have plants here that are harvesting. I wasn't planning on doing this today. Obviously, I just came in here to check it. It is trying to release the actual covering of the flower. And let's see if we could just expose the seeds as much, whatever seeds I can expose. Again, I have the holding post. Now, you can see the difference on this holding post is still very, very flexible and movable. So it's not dried, and that's how you tell if it's dried. But if you look at some things, when you do get them, you could cut this right off. You take the stem part, cut it all the way up to here, to the main area. You could work the flower part, the flowering part, the protective cover I call it. You could work that off. You take off all the leaves around and all these green petals. And you could put this whole sponge, sunflower, I call it a sponge. You could put that directly into your oven on 350 and bake it for 15 to 20 minutes until it's crisp. And you could also eat the sunflower seeds like that. there's many people make many cuisines out of sunflowers. It has a natural benefit too. So I'm just taking off the majority of the stuff that I can, at least around the center of it, because it really wasn't finished in the drying product. It's still looking pretty decent. No, I don't know. I mean, hopefully we could get this jammy right. Doesn't look messed up on the sides. It just looked like the petals were just jammed down. But I don't like that either, because in reality, it's not going to dry right. So I did get all the petals off, majority of them. The ones, of course, in the middle having some issues. I could just see how rubbing is not coming off. I wouldn't just really mess around with it. You could try to turn it upside down and work different directions. But if it doesn't come off, don't worry. Don't stress over it. Continue to let it dry more. And once it's all dried, and how you tell it's dried, again, by this back portion of this green area, it shouldn't be flexible. It should be hard when you're going to get ready to take the seeds off. So I'm lucky I came in here and checked it. The only area that won't come off again is this circle area. So I'm going to just put it up on top here. Let's try to get much of these leaves off. Now, I was using the leaves for an anchor, but right now, I'm just going to have to use the actual flower. Yeah, just use the actual flower. So here I got the flower actually hanging up again. Support of this electrical wire. We cleaned it all off. This area here I'll work on tomorrow. This is the stuff I put it in. And we'll check on it in a couple days. Because it has to, for me, for these big ones, it has to dry for like at least a week. Especially out here with the humidity. Now, I have gone through some of these seeds, and you could tell the difference now. A lot of these seeds are not the best. I'm still got to go in here and separate. I'm going to take all the black seeds out, and we are going to put them in the ground. And here I just broke one open. Let's see. It's kind of hard. But I want to show you the seeds. You see the seeds in here? They're very, very small. They're very small. And I don't know what you eat with these. This would be more like bird seeds for me. But I'm going to replant them and get them up into the ground as soon as I possibly can. And I might even be able to grow me another 10 more plants. What you doing, girl? No. No, eat. You don't eat dirt. I'm going to get you water. I have water here for you. So right now, it's good. It's starting. Come on. Come on, beautiful. So you be out here messing around. You be out here messing around. I always come out here, and when I put her up and check her house and stuff, and make sure there's nothing in there. They ain't supposed to be in there, like any kind of creatures. Because again, we are in snake season. She already ate her food for the night, along with her peanut butter jelly snack. She loves peanut butter jelly snacks. Oh my goodness gracious. The pig is, Bonnie loves peanut butter and jelly too. And get ready to go in the house, because I'm really just not feeling motivated today to do anything. Like I said, I come up in here, I check in here, make sure everything is A-okay. And I hope everybody has a great night from Green Steel USA LLC. Ciao.